Hello all, and welcome to Segmet's Common Sense Corner. I'm your host, Segmet, and today's topic is about life and death in your tongue, which is a statement that I've heard over the years for so many different reasons and so many different ways, and I believe it to be true. I believe there is life and death in your tongue. I believe that you can have an effect on someone else's life by the way you speak. I believe you can have an effect on your own life by the way you speak. But that's not the way I was talking about. That's not the way I'm going to talk about today. Today I'm going to talk about the fact that the life and death in your tongue is something that you're actually doing yourself. Okay, it's not about when somebody else is speaking to you and what they're saying over your life. This is something that you're doing to yourself. In life, you try to feel like you're alive. In life, you want to feel alive. You know, most people want to feel alive when they're here on this planet. You know, I know I do. You know, you don't want to feel like you're dead. But the problem is, most of us feel half dead a lot of times. Things don't function correctly. You know, you can't think straight. You're always ill. This is mostly your own fault. You know, from a child, you're given these different options. You know, you're given life or death, you know, when you're fed. And most of the time, that's what the problem is. You know, we're brought up a certain way, so we eat a certain way, we live a certain way, we think a certain way, you know, and we act a certain way. Which really is kind of, you know, a mess, because due to that, you never question certain things. You know, you don't question things because you've seen everybody else do it, or you live that way for so long, or you've been that way for so long. You don't question it, which is crazy, because you would think that one would have common sense enough to say, well, wait a minute, why do I eat like that? Why did we eat like that? Why was I raised to eat that way? Okay. Why was I allowed to eat that way? You know, when you don't question what you eat, it leaves you open. When you don't question things, period, it leaves you open for somebody to come in and take advantage of you and control you and have you doing the things the way they want you to do it. You know, now if you don't have a problem with that, then so be it. You know, live like that. But if you're like me, you have a problem with that. You know, you have a problem with the fact that somebody is trying to have you eat a certain way and it's causing you to feel a certain way. There's no way possible a corpse can give birth to life. It's not possible. Okay. And if you want to feel life running through your veins the way it should, you have to consume life. You know, you can't expect to consume death and think that death is not going to become you. You have to know this is something that you need to change. Okay. For instance, stop thinking you can eat anything and everything and still sustain, and question what you're eating. You know, find out what it is. You know, what's in it. You know, I not too long ago found out that a lot of food, and I can't really tell you exactly what, but a lot of food is actually made with stuff that I wouldn't personally put in my mouth. You know, like, and this is going to be kind of nasty, but beaver anus juice. Yeah, yeah. And that's called all natural flavoring. Yeah. I can't tell you everything that's made with that, but I've come to find out that there are things that are made with that all natural flavoring. The beaver anus juice. Now, I wouldn't particularly take a beaver anus and juice it into my food. For one, because just the thought of it is disgusting. And for two, because I don't even see the point in eating anything that has beaver anus juice in it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if there's any type of nutritional value in it, but I know I don't want to eat it. Okay. And I can almost bet that when they found that beaver and they put his anus juice in your food, they killed him first. Now, I could be wrong because I don't know the procedure, but it's irrelevant because it's still nasty. I don't care whether he was alive or dead. The thing is, if you're eating corpses, and let's say that beaver was dead, it's quite possible that what it provides is not going to be life sustaining. Really, not like that. Because you can't, like I said, you can't get life from something dead. You know, think about it. Even when they use people's organs after they die, they have to keep those organs alive. They have to keep them on ice. Excuse me. They have to maintain the life of that organ in order to put it in somebody else's system and for that other person to be able to use it. Okay, so there's no way you can tell me that, you know, it's okay, you know, to use or to eat dead stuff. You know, there's no way you can tell me that, you know, and you really need to question what you're eating. Just because something tastes good to you doesn't mean it's good for you. And instead of doing some research on what you need to be eating, we make a conscious decision to eat incorrectly. Now, that don't make no damn sense. That's irrelevant to life. Really? You know, eating incorrectly, that doesn't relate to life the way you think it does. It doesn't do what it's supposed to do for you and keep you healthy and keep you living a life that's going to actually be quality. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. And it's a shame that we don't actually put more thought and preparation into how we live. You know? If you have the attitude that you want to live however you want to live, and you want to take the easy way out, so be it. That's fine. But understand that that attitude is what has you shackled to death every day. That's the attitude that you will take with you when you do die. Because you won't understand or even give yourself a chance to understand what it's like to live healthy. So, yeah, we'll all die. Yep. But when you die, if you don't live healthy, for the most part, you'll live a guilty life and die a guilty death. You know, that's what people don't understand. A lot of times, our guilt is what keeps us shackled to death as well. You feeling guilty about eating the way you eat. Don't get me wrong. Everybody makes poor decisions, makes bad decisions, and decide they want to eat a certain way. You know, because, if I can't enjoy life, then, what's the point? Okay. Who said that you could enjoy life and be healthy? Where in what book does it say that you cannot enjoy life and be healthy? Where does it say that all things that you do in life, in order to enjoy them, they have to be unhealthy and bad for you? I don't understand that. And if you paid attention, did some research, you realize that ain't true. That's absolutely incorrect. Okay? And it's like, you want to live unhealthy. You know, you made your choice. You decided you was going to eat whatever you want to eat, feel however you want to feel, live however you want to live. Great. That's 100% not a problem with me. Until you start to let that shit spill over into my life. You know, and I say my life like, okay, I'm your friend, or I'm people around you, or I'm people who you love or who love you. And you start to let your decision spill over into my life. Now, nobody really wants to watch their family members, their friends, their loved ones live unhealthy. Okay? So don't watch it. If it's a problem for you, don't watch it. But as the person who's living unhealthy, don't make that choice and then turn around and complain about it. Don't make that choice and think, I want to hear the shit. I don't want to hear it. No, nobody else want to hear it. You are the one who decided you wanted to live unhealthy. You are the one who decides every day that you want to get up and go to a fast food restaurant, as opposed to taking your behind somewhere to a fish market or a veggie market and buying foods that are going to be good for you, that are going to help you be healthy. Okay? I don't want to hear, oh, I don't feel good, I'm sick, I can't think straight, I'm not attractive, I don't feel attractive because I'm fat, I can't fit shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear it. That's your problem. And I don't feel like I should have to listen to it, let alone try to fix it with you. Especially since you're not trying to fix it. There's no reason you can't fix your damn problems. Okay? Especially if you're able-bodied. You have no handicaps. I mean, and I can't even say that because handicapped people live healthy lives a lot of times. You know, you got people missing legs, running triathlons and things like that. Come on now. And you mean to tell me you want to sit your fat ass over here and complain in my damn ear like I want to listen to it, instead of getting up off your ass and doing something about it? Yeah, I don't want to hear that shit. Rock with how you rock. Live how you live. Walk how you walk. But keep me out of it. You know? Keep the people around you out of it. The people who care about you. They don't want to hear the shit either. Because if you really wanted to, you would fix it yourself. Don't look at me or look at somebody else like, oh, help me fix my problem. No. Fix it your damn self. Because if I can fix my problems, you can fix yours. Stop being a little wuss and fix your own fucking problems. Okay? It's really that simple. It really is. It's not a hard thing to do unless you make it hard. When you make it hard and you feel like, oh, I can't do it. No, it ain't because you can't do it. It's because you don't want to do it. Don't sit around and have people trying to feel sorry for you and giving you pity when it's not what you want. Shit, if you don't want to feel healthy, say, I don't want to eat that. I have had people say, I'm not going to stop eating. That's what's up. Long as you know what you chose. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter beyond that. If it's what makes you happy, do it. But in the meantime, don't sit around and complain about being fat and being unhealthy and being stressed out and so on and so forth. Can't fit. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't want to hear none of it. There are roads you can run up. Gyms in different places. There are foods you can eat that are proper for you. Okay? There are ways you can change all that shit. Okay? Instead of sitting around complaining on it with your fat ass on the couch in the bed or wherever you at, sitting around acting like, oh, I can't move, I can't do nothing. That's crazy. That's crazy. If your health is not keeping you from fixing it, and really, your health shouldn't be keeping you from fixing it unless you half dead. You still here? You can fix it. You can fix that shit. You know? Don't nobody want to hear about your problems and your issues. Okay, because we all got them. All of us. There's not a person on this planet that don't have an issue. Don't have a problem they have to have, try to solve or fix or deal with. Nobody needs yours. No. Fix your own shit. Or don't fix your own shit. And shut up about it. Either one. I'm good with either one. Because I'm going to do what I choose to do. Okay? Y'all so busy worrying about what somebody else is doing. Living how somebody else is, living, or trying to live how somebody else is trying to live. You can't do that. You can't. You need to worry about you all the time. You can't make any decision to change your life unless you have knowledge, wisdom, understanding, some ambition, and some commitment. If you don't have any of that, you SOL. And without knowledge and wisdom and understanding, shit, ambition and commitment ain't gonna make no difference. Really, it's not. Because you're not even gonna know why you're doing it. You have to know who you are. You have to want this thing. You have to want to know who you are. Otherwise, you will be controlled. Because this food thing and this habits and shit like that, all of that stuff is a form of control. You know? You indulge in things that keep you from living a healthy life or keep you from making sound decisions about your life. You know? There's going to be a bunch of you just going to sit around and act like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about, or I don't want to hear that crap and yada, yada, yada. Fine. Fuck it. Don't listen. Y'all don't have to listen. I'm good. But when the shit hits the fan, don't nobody want to hear that shit. Don't nobody want to hear, oh, I should have listened. Oh, I want to change. No, because if you want to change, you can change. You can change. And you let society dictate everything you do. Everything you do. And you got to stop doing that. You have to stop. Okay? If you think that you're going to change your life, you have to stop letting society dictate what you do. You have to stop believing that living like somebody else is possible. It's not. Okay? See, because from what I know, when I was born, the earth made room for me. I have my own time and my own space on this planet. And so does everybody else. So you can't be like somebody else. You can't be somebody else. You can only be you. You can only really be like you. Because even if you're doing something like somebody else, it's still you doing it. So you still doing it. They ain't doing it. You doing it. Just because you being like them or trying to be like them doesn't make you them. It doesn't. Why do you want to be somebody else anyway? Why? You don't feel like you have enough within yourself that you need to be like somebody else? It takes more effort to be somebody else than it will for you to be yourself. I guarantee you. And that's something people need to know. Something you need to realize. You can't keep up with the damn Joneses. First off, if your name ain't Jones, you shouldn't be trying to keep up with the Joneses. Number one. And if you are a Jones, then you need to just be keeping up with yourself. Like everybody else needs to be keeping up with themselves. I don't want to be you. I don't want you to be me. I am so good at doing me. You could never be better at doing me. So why would I want to be doing you? Why would I want to be trying to be you? Now, if you realize that, you get to know yourself and you understand who you are, you'll realize that and you'll take it a step further and say, not only am I good at being me, I'm so good at being me, I would never feel like you are better than me or anyone else is better than me. And that's one of the things. We let that control factor mess with us so bad to the point where it messes with your self-esteem. It doesn't allow you to be who you're supposed to be. It doesn't allow you to change the way you do things in order to get the results you want. Okay? Because you're so worried about society. And so on and so forth. This one and that one and her and him. And come on with all of that. That shit is stupid. That shit is stupid. It's ignorant. It's ignorant. You know? You're not going to fit in a size 6 if you have size fucking 14 years old. 14 pants. Waist. You may not be that small ever. So understand that. It's not about being somebody else's size. It's not about looking like somebody else. It's about looking like you. Because I believe that everybody in this world was not supposed to be the same size and they were not supposed to look just alike. Otherwise we would. Duh. I'm not ever going to be a size 6. I don't ever want to be a size 6. I'd probably look like I was on some type of drugs. Okay? So, why would I want to look like somebody who's a size 6? It's about being the best you can be. Okay? It's not about being somebody else. Because you can never be the best that person because that person is that person. Duh. You can only be the best you. Best you might be better for you and will be better for you probably than trying to be the mediocre somebody else. I mean, come on. Think about it. If I could be the best me, it's going to be me being the almost good somebody else any day. Any day. It is. And that's what you need to realize. You know, you can't be somebody else. You have to be you. Okay? And if you choose to be big and fat, okay, unhealthy and out of shape, and I'm not going to say big and fat because, you know, there are people who are thick, you know, and they consider themselves fat. Whatever. It is what it is. Again, you may not be meant to be slim or thin, but you are meant to be healthy. I don't care what nobody say. God gave us all these different tools. And I'm not talking about anything that's man-made. I'm talking about the tools that we were given by God. Our higher power gives us the ability to be healthy. I'm not talking about anything that you have to go to a store necessarily and even buy. I'm talking about the tools that are given to you by God. Gives you the ability to be healthy. If you don't want to, go on to that restaurant and go get you some fat back and carrying on. Eat that big ass hamburger. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Do you, boo. But I don't want to hear the bullshit after you feel like a slob. I don't want to hear you can't walk straight, can't sit straight, can't think straight. I don't want to hear none of that. And nobody else wants to hear it. So don't spill all off into other people's worlds when you decide that this is how you want to live. You know? Just do what you need to do for yourself. You know? Walk your walk. You know? I wouldn't be mad at you. If you love being big, love that and be big. But be healthy. Or don't be healthy. Just be unhealthy and shut up. Because don't nobody want to hear it. You know? I don't care about your blatant ignorance and stupidity. I don't. And I don't want to hear about it. You know? I really don't. Deal with your consequences. Or deal with your rewards. Whichever one you choose. You know? The only way you're going to make an effective choice is if you realize this is what you want to do. If you feel it. You know? If you don't feel it, then don't do it. Just be real with yourself and be real with everybody else around you. Don't sit around and act like you need to sugarcoat nothing for nobody. Don't fake the funk for nobody. If you don't want to be healthy and eat, you know, and try to live a healthy life, fine. Do whatever. You want to smoke your cigarettes and kill yourself with all that crap that you know, killing yourself with. That's fine, you know. You can overindulge in anything. You know, you can. We all gonna die. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely believe we all leaving here one day. You know, maybe at different times, but we going. My thing is, while you're here, why not live a quality life? Why not make those changes within yourself? Know who you are. You know where you came from, where you're going to, and so on and so forth. Know all of that. Why not? It can't hurt you more than what you're doing already. You see what I'm saying? It can't do that bad for you if what's going on now is messing you up. Changing your life can't be that hard or that bad if you really want it, and it can't be doing worse to you than what you're doing now. It can't be. And if you go at it long enough and hard enough, you'll realize it will work wonders for you. It will work wonders for you. It will do a lot for you. Just all I'm asking is stop being ignorant and keep it real. Be real with yourself and stop being ignorant. Because ignorance, I don't care what nobody say, it is not bliss. It is not bliss. Definitely not. So, rock with that, you know. And I hope you learned something else about yourself today. See you next time.